Thanks for joining us. It's Courtside on Sports Tonight. We do this every Thursday evening. My name is Yemi Adebayo. Let me quickly welcome Femi, my partner on the show. Femi Adebayo. Femi, let me welcome you to tonight's edition of Courtside.
Yeah, it's good to be here again, talking basketball as usual. A lot of things are going on.
Yeah?
Yeah, locally, internationally.
All right. So let's start from the continent now. Let's talk about the FIBA. Well, as a matter of fact, the FIBA World Under-17 Championship starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Africa. And that's it on your screen. Quarterfinal fixtures, all matches to be played tomorrow. Run us through this, Femi, quickly.
Benin Republic will be taking on Egypt. Egypt seems to be the top dogs, in the tournament so far.
Okay.
Côte d'Ivoire, we against Mali. Côte d'Ivoire did a surprise, defeating Angola yesterday, 73-71. They'll be taking on their West African neighbors, Mali. Mali have just won 2 games so far, but they've been able to make it through because a shortage of teams, came to the tournament. It's actually supposed to be 12 teams, but 9 teams, showed up, and defending champion Senegal unfortunately couldn't make the trip down to Madagascar. We have Mozambique against Tunisia. Tunisia too, high-flying team, also unbeaten in the competition so far. They've won all their games, and we have Angola against hosts Madagascar. I think that's really a match for 3-1. But all games good to go. But I think Benin Republic are the weakest team of the whole bunch, and they seem to be the one that will go out first.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about. Let's go to the global scene now and talk about the Africans. That will be there. All teams. The roster is complete. All teams have submitted names of their players. But of course, we're Africans. We have to look at Africans. How far do you think they are? I've asked you this question on 1 or 2 occasions, but I mean, with what you've seen in recent times with the Egyptians.
Yeah, I like the consistency of the Egyptians, and they look like the best team there. And if you even look at the group, they fall into, you want to say they have, a big chance there when they have the likes of Argentina, Serbia, China in their group, in Group D, at the World Championship. I think they have a chance there. Okay. Compared to Angola, who have defending champions USA, they have Philippines, who are a very good side on the underage cadre, and also the Greece. Greece too.
And the Egyptians have experience to count on. I mean, have they been here before?
Yes, they've been there before. They're usually the ones that represent us at this level. The under, on the 17 level, even the under 19 level at the world stage. You always see Egypt appearing. That's why you are not surprised they're also there at the World Cup too. Because they have that consistency in building. Yeah, they have a very good program. Of course, Angola, you give it to them any day. Due to they have a good organized basketball program in their country that makes them represent us far. But usually it used to be Senegal, Mali, in that for the age level from the West African region. But unfortunately, the Northerners seem to be the ones, riding the.
Let's talk about a bit of politics now. Talk about African basketball. Colonel Sam Amedu emerges the FIBA Africa Zone 3 president. It's a good one. But this is no longer news. But what's news is how all the Nigerians involved in all of this rallied around each other. It's not the only one. We just picked this. Yes. I mean, let's talk about all the Nigerians, how they rallied around each other to
Funny enough, the former president, of the Zone 3 was actually Nigerian. So he's coincidentally the vice president of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, Mr. Mukhtar, Kale. He stepped down, and a lot of politics went down.
Close.
Yeah, a lot of politics went down because after the first round of voting, it was tied at 4-4, but there was a lot of negotiations and all that, that came to the fore. At the end of the day, but the beautiful thing is that even Mukhtar Kali is still on the FIBA Africa Central Board because he's the president of the Financial Council of FIBA Africa. So it's like it's a win-win
situation for Nigeria.
It's a win-win for Nigeria. Both men, are on the board. So I just hope all Archer to be laid to rest. And then everybody, stretches an olive branch, and we begin to get basketball going in Nigeria. The fact that in Nigeria will be taking over West Africa because we have the likes of Liberia, Ghana, Togo, Mali.
In that bracket.
Yeah, in that bracket, all together. So I think there'll be development, if everybody puts their head together here, because the fact that we have Nigerians across board. Not forgetting that the MBB president too, by his
played a key role in ensuring that all of this things happen.
And also by the fact that he is also a president, he's also part of the FIBA Africa, committee. So like 3 Nigerians, at the FIBA Central Board. I think it's a good one to go.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
All right. Let's talk basketball now, and I mean it doesn't get bigger than the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and this man in your picture is Spain bound.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Kingsley Ojeagboro, and I mean I've seen him once or twice. I mean you've had occasion to speak with this man. Nigeria will not be there. but he will be there. He's a referee, and I think it's a good one for Nigeria.
Yeah, if he's going to be there, Nigeria is there.
Okay.
So he's going to be at the World Cup, and it's something to be excited about. A Nigerian referee. I use this to turn football, and I say as football produced any referee, even at the continental level,
the global
not to talk of the global level, but we have a referee in basketball going to the world stage. It's going to be a big one for him. I'm happy, that this man is going there. He's one of the best of the best.
And whether you like it or, it's a reflection of the growth of the game.
Yes.
In the country, if
Yes.
a referee from here can. All right, this is the big one. Kingsley is Spain bound, but let's talk about what's going to happen in Spain. It's 22 days to go, and the big one is on our hands. It doesn't get bigger than this. What, Femi, Sonny talked earlier about Paul George. We're not talking club basketball here. How big is it going to be a miss for United States?
The injury he had was very horrific, because the fact that he was going to be one of the leaders, of Team America alongside Kevin Durant, James Harden. But it's like 1 for 1, because he's gonna injured, and another one has come back in Derrick Rose of Chicago Bulls, the one-time MVP of the NBA. But I like the fact that the team, they are not really talking about it. They are moving on, and Derrick Rose has really shown that he's back, and that guy is showing MVP stuff there. So I think he has fully replaced them.
All right.
But the coach has not named the squad yet. He trimmed the squad to 19. 12 will be going. So let's see who he dropped. He dropped 2 Wizards players, and one of the guy, Paul Millsap, Bradley Beal, and of course John Wall. So let's see who will make the 12 at the end of the day. But I think Team America is still good to go, irrespective of George, being absent from the team.
Femi, we're on the home stretch now. Final take from you. Cleveland Cavaliers, the drawing power. They've been attracting a lot of players. Quickly, what's been happening with Cleveland?
Cleveland, of course, LeBron James factor is coming in. He's a big guy. I was telling people, I said the fact that LeBron James is in Cleveland, it shows that players are going to be coming, and the fact that he has the aura and the improvement of the squad. If you check the last 2 seasons, Cavaliers have improved dramatically, and of course they've had 3 number 1 picks, in the space of 4 years, and
they have developed.
And now it's looking like
it's like a magnet. They attract a lot.
Exactly. So the improvement is there to see, and the fact that they will be willing to bring the big guys in to fight for them. They are taking. We heard of Kevin Love coming in. Kevin Love is leading the NBA in double doubles, so it's going to be coming there, and they'll be players.
We'll have to stop there, and we'll have to stop. We're excited anytime we come here when we start talking basketball. But we'll promise you that when next you see us, we'll have a lot to tell you, and we have more time on our hands to talk basketball. So that's how we wrap things up on the show tonight. We hope that you've enjoyed everything we've been able to do. Join us again tomorrow when we have more time on our hands. But for courtside, join us next week. We'll have more things, more information to give you around the world of basketball. Bye for now.